What's up, guys? Hi, everybody. Thank you for tuning in one more time because I'm so excited about today's topic. I feel that this knowledge is not shared enough. You know, like there's things out there that we hear growing up and we hear all of our lives, but sometimes it takes a while until it resonates with each one of us. Okay, well, this message is about that. So let me ask you this. Let's get right to it. How many times have you heard someone say, energy flows where attention goes? Yeah, right? I mean, it sounds familiar. We've all heard it. We've all seen it on social media. But what does that really mean? So for me, it took me a while. You know, this is an interesting fact. Write this down. It takes 21 times to create a habit. It takes 21 times for somebody to hear something before it actually makes sense or before it resonates with that person and before they're able to apply it. The point is that it takes 21 times to either create a habit or it takes 21 times to hear something before it actually sinks in. Wherein we say things like energy flows where attention goes, basically it's saying a couple of things. Number one, that you have the power. That's right, you have the power to push your focus or your thoughts towards a certain direction. So if you're focusing on a negative situation that you may be going through, then it's likely that that situation will get bigger, bolder, stronger. What happens when you actually feed something? Well, when you feed a baby, it grows, it gets bigger, it gets healthier. When you water a plant and you give it attention, it grows, it gets bigger, it gets healthier. Now, when you feed a problem with your attention, exactly the same thing happens. It gets bigger and bigger. The important message is that since you do have control over your thoughts, try to manage those thoughts and carry them on to positive tracks or on a positive path. Basically what this means is that, yeah, you can avoid maybe some, I don't even like to call them negative, but some obstacles showing up in your life and use these challenges to put in practice what I'm saying. This topic is a very difficult topic to talk about because when you say to somebody, well, you have control over your thoughts, you have control over what is manifesting in your life. And I'm afraid sometimes to use the word manifest because a lot of people feel like manifestation kind of hocus pocusy, but it really is not. It really all has to do with your brain. There is the outer world and there is the inner world. And believe it or not, it's all interconnected. So whatever you make in your inner world is what you're going to see eventually in your outer world. It's not easy. If not, everybody would be able to do it and everybody wouldn't have any challenges or obstacles that they're going through. But the reality is that once you start exercising this energy focusing with intention, you're going to start experiencing that you do have control over your thoughts and your actions and what you choose to focus on and what you choose to think about. What outcome are you looking for? That is what I mean when I say think with intention. So if you're trying to have a positive outcome on a situation, then your outlook and your intention needs to be thought positive, and you need to be able to speak of it positive and just watch it come into fruition. If you have an obstacle or a challenge, you're going to start thinking about this challenge, and all of a sudden this challenge that may have been the size of a seed ends up turning into the size of a watermelon, because once you get into that, you just keep on creating more of it. Your mind, your subconscious gives you more of it. And then what happens is it comes into realization. It comes into the material world. Put this practice into place. Try to prove me wrong. Let's see what happens. What if you have a challenge or an obstacle, and instead of focusing on that challenge or obstacle, and you decide to change your focus into something positive, perhaps by looking at the positive side of that challenge or obstacle, or perhaps by thinking of something else that is more positive in nature. Try it, see what happens. It does take 21 times, 21 tries before it becomes a habit. And it's not easy, I didn't say it was. But it does take practice. And like everything, practice makes perfect. And it will come a time, I promise you, that it becomes second nature. So I hope this message was helpful. I've been wanting to do a video about this for the longest time, and I do believe that whatever we focus our energy on is what takes life. So next time, set an intention once you have a challenge or an obstacle come into your head, or even if it doesn't, or even if you're just waking up in the morning starting your day. Set an intention in your head of how you want your day to be. See it in your mind. And then if anything comes about, either a challenge or an obstacle, that is your opportunity to start practicing. See it in that light. See it in a positive light. See what you can do. Your mind is very powerful. You are very powerful. You just needed a reminder. Till next time, thanks for tuning in.